One of Jamaica's most decorated sprinters, Yohan Blake, spilled some cold hard facts while speaking at a town hall for the 18th edition of the Tata Mumbai Marathon. The 33-year-old seems to have a theory for why Jamaicans aren't winning like they used to. But first, let's look at what Blake said about the marathon.
Knowing that you still can compete at this world level, and I'm feeling really good.
Blake was selected to be the international event ambassador for the 2023 Tata Mumbai Marathon held on January 15th. And in preparation for the big race, the Mumbai Press Club held a town hall where Blake spoke to the media about how he rose from obscurity to win the 100-meter world title and an Olympic silver medal. But that's a story for another day. What I'd like to focus on is what the 33-year-old had to say about marathoners, specifically the way people see them. Yes, I know speed kills, but the marathon is run at a certain pace. It's not easy, said the Jamaican ace, before adding that he doesn't think marathon runners get the respect that they deserve. He further explained his comments by claiming that marathoner races put in a lot of effort, maybe even more so than track racers. Like for sprinters, they could just dash through a few hundred meters and be done with it. But marathon racers don't have that luxury. These athletes are running miles upon miles without taking a break. You need to have an insane amount of endurance for that. However, they never actually end up getting the credit they deserve. Why is that? Who knows? Maybe it's the lack of global attention. Maybe people don't find marathons exciting enough. But is that really fair to the athletes? Definitely not. Though it's great that they finally have someone vouching for them. Wait, let me correct myself there.
Come on, Milan!
The second fastest man alive vouching for them.
Rogers and DeGrasse in 7 and 8. Well, where they go. Good start there from Yohan Blake, third to right.
However, I do need to point one thing out. None of this would have happened without the Tata Mumbai Marathon. No kidding. This event is the largest marathon in all of Asia, and people from all over the world fly over to take part in it. So not only has it popularized marathons in the region, but also plays a huge part in the sport's overall acceptance. Just this year alone, over 55,000 participants registered themselves across 6 separate categories. Isn't that crazy? Not only that, but the return of the Tata Mumbai Marathon after COVID also signaled the return of the running bug to India Incorporated. Many prominent Indian businessmen, such as Anil Ambani, Tata Sons chairman N. Chandrasekaran, and Sugar Cosmetics co-founders Vanita Singh and Kaushik Mukherjee participated in the marathon. So it looks like Yohan Blake isn't the only celebrity that's found a liking to the world of marathon racing. But while the Beast might be thrilled about the Mumbai Marathon, there is one thing that seems to be bothering him, and that's the current state of Jamaican sprinters. While sitting in front of his enviable medal collection in Mumbai, Yohan recalled the Jamaican 1-2-3 sweep in the 200-meter event at the 2012 London Olympics as the highlight of his career. But just a little over a decade later, male Jamaican sprinters can't even make the top 3 in their events, much less complete the sweep. Yet somehow, at the age of 33, Blake is still setting the standard for Jamaican athletes, long after his countryman, rival, and the greatest sprinter in history, Usain Bolt, put on the brakes. It was in June of last year at the Jamaican Track and Field Championships that Blake dominated the 100-meter dash with a timing of 9.85 seconds, his best since 2012, beating out young guns Oblique Seville and Akeem Blake. No male athlete from Jamaica finished in the top 3 in the individual sprint events at either the 2021 Tokyo Olympics or the 2018 World Athletics Championships in Eugene. Seville, who placed 4th in the 100-meter dash in Eugene, came the closest, but still not close enough. The Jamaican men's 4x100-meter relay team placed 4th in both competitions. Phew, that's something no one could have predicted 10 years ago. Like, these guys were dominating the sport. To see them fall down so far, insane. Still, at least the women are doing better. And it's all thanks to 3 athletes: Elaine Thompson-Hira, Shelly Ann Fraser-Price, and and Shericka Jackson. These three ladies swept the 100-meter medals in Tokyo, and no offense, but they completely embarrassed the men. Even Blake thinks so. He stated, "Not the female, but male sprinting is dying in Jamaica." And he isn't even the only one that thinks so. Even Bolt seems to agree. In a 2019 interview with Reuters, the world's fastest man complained that the new generation of Jamaican sprinters was spoiled and lacked ambition, something Blake also recently expressed. "It's the end of an era in Jamaica," he said. The 33-year-old explained that young athletes in Jamaica have a tough time making the jump from high school to the real deal. And when they finally get their hands on a whole lot of money all at once, they tend to lose their focus and become too party-oriented, distracting them from what's important. But how do we solve this? Well, I'll tell you.
Go train, come back and sleep and eat, rest and go back train.
First, the country needs a proper coaching system. As simple as it may seem, the only logical step to start repairing Jamaica's burgeoning sprinting scene is to hire coaches who have an eye for talent and relevant coaching credentials. To do that, the country must standardize its coaching system by establishing minimum standards for coaches at all levels, from elementary school all the way up to professional athletes. Because think about it, if athletes have a smooth training experience, they're less likely to lose focus when it's their time to shine. But this probably won't be enough, and they'll also have to revamp their intercollegiate system. You see, Jamaica's collegiate system is in dire need of reform, because right now, the competition just isn't there, despite the country being home to some exceptional talents. And while we're on the topic of revamps, the pro infrastructure could also use one. In the end, it all boils down to this: Jamaica has both the raw talent and the coaching experience to help its male sprinters return to their former glory. But there will always be a demand for new guidelines, systems, and structures to help in their development as athletes. And until they can find a way to do that, they'll keep churning out the same kind of unmotivated sprinters Yohan was going off about. For the time being, though, all the athletes can do is wait, something a certain someone might not have time left for. You see, Yohan might be retiring soon. Gear up, guys, because the second fastest sprinter has revealed when he's going to retire. The 33-year-old is currently in Jamaica preparing for the upcoming indoor athletics season and the 4x100 Gibson relay. When asked about his plans for the 2024 World Championships and the Olympic Games in Paris, he replied that he is focused on the 100-meter and 4x100-meter relays rather than the 200 meters, since the 200, 100, and relays demand so much energy and effort. So far, so good, right? Well, get your tissue boxes ready, because right after this, Blake announced that Paris 2024 will be his last dance. Dun dun dun. Is there any way it can't be like that? You are currently Jamaica's only hope. A male, of course. But all jokes aside, if this is when the legend wants to put on the brakes, he should. He's done almost everything there is to do in track racing, and it'll be lovely to see him ride off into the sunset at the top of his game, even if everyone preferred it didn't happen. And that, folks, is what Yohan Blake thinks about the current state of Jamaican sprinters. See ya!